What up, y'all? Happy whatever day. Today's Saturday, 4/22/23 at approximately 2:22 p.m. I am watching this so-called activist out here, which he is hitting the facts as they are being presented. But there's one thing he's not doing. Okay, there are people out here that have taken arrests, right? That has been taking it to them. And I'm not going to sit here and play this. I don't like him and I don't like that game, because we are the community. Right? It's a fucked up community, but we are the community. I've been speaking to several different auditors that, as Brooklyn Audit would say, I hang out with quote unquote big auditors. I've spoken, you can call them little, big, whatever, because I don't judge my penis by the size of my subscribers. But I will say this to you. Sean is stealing this guy's thunder. And maybe it's because this guy is sitting here running his mouth against people that are actually helping him, accusing people. This is the problem within this fake-ass community. That's why I'm not with it. Freaking media said he wasn't with it. MCC said he wasn't with it. Broken System, Broken Trust said he wasn't with it. Hell, Joe Cool says he wasn't even with that shit. He's not with it. Because they don't consider that the A1. Whatever the reason they said that, it has everything to do with the fuck the drama, and people need to get along and understand that they have an opinion, and that opinion is either going to be respected or ain't. But you don't need to broadcast it, and you don't need to bring it up. But I'm tired of people that is looking at a guy that got the back of his head blown out and saying that I'm the victim here. He always portrays himself as his victim. Motherfucker, what do you think a victim is? It's called a closed brain injury. But yet I stand sometimes behind in the front line, and you can't see me because of your able, racist thinking ass. That's what an ableist would say. But I'm not here for that. I'm not here for me. I'm here to point out something. Something that is very, very transparent. Now, I'm going to show this with the good use and the fair use of YouTube. And we got this guy named Sean. Okay? This guy named Sean is up in here. And I don't care about the trolls today. Let them run their mouths. Because if you are part of the problem, you are why they are here. So let it rip. I don't give a damn. Even if they're dogging me, I don't give a shit. I'm not even paying attention. But this is the problem. We got this guy out here grandstanding, stealing a guy that I don't even like Brooklyn Audit. Brooklyn Audit is a two-faced bitch, and I can prove that any day of the week. But the problem isn't Brooklyn Audit and Wolfie not getting along. The problem is this piece of shit right here that's stealing Brooklyn's fucking thunder. Brooklyn is so-called somewhere working when he needs to be right there, because he's been arrested for this 3 or 4 times. And he took it to the NYPD, and he told them bitches, you're not supposed to do this. We pay your fucking shit. We are your boss. We're supposed to be up inside your shit. You can't say a word to us because I'm allowed to record inside this lobby. And look at them. Look at them all. Everybody's turning on everybody, and everybody's using each other as an scapegoat, and then they use me. Ooh, Big Whippy. Trust me, there are people that are going to attack you for attacking my disabilities. It's coming. If you are a part of it, you grin you in and fuck you. Moving on. I'm not the issue here. My significance don't mean shit. Let's watch this, guys. I'm pissed off because I'm watching Sean, a cheese-eating bitch that I got Sean. I got Joe Cool on the record. I got Rogue Nation on the record. I got Rights Krispies on the record. I got all them guys from Florida. Some of these people from freaking Michigan, fucking people from Chicago, all over the United States. These people come out and spoke on the record and said that this guy's a cheese-eating motherfucker. Basically, that is what it come down to. Excuse my passion. Forgive me for being upset, but I am sick and tired of Sean sitting there saying that he did something wrong. He will not correct the record for nothing because he's got 400,000 subscribers. So basically, you got a bunch of people that are willing to overlook a very important attribute about a person. You're telling me that it's okay for somebody to violate your rights 15 feet away from a police officer while you're on a publicly accessible sidewalk that wasn't shut down, that wasn't taped through the guidelines of seizing an area. The drama only comes with this is because people are liars. The drama would disappear if you would just stop lying. Stop lying, Sean. You did not and never did you commit a crime in that area. But you wrote a letter instead. And now you got all these people following you. Like I said, the blind will lead the blind and they'll all run in a hole together. This is the call out. This is why I don't believe in the 1A community. I believe in individuals that believe in the 1A movement. But as far as this shit goes here, look at this cheese-eating motherfucker.
Case law made on this, so Pennsylvania's backwards. They are backwards. All right, guys, I really want to, I want to remember this forever. Put this picture in my office.
Oh, he wants a picture. He wants a picture. As much as I don't like Brooklyn, Brooklyn should be the person doing this. Brooklyn should be the one being there, whatever day that he chose to do. He should have the attention for this and put these bitches in their place and sue them. But he's not going to. Not without this cheese eater's help. He's not going to do it.
If we can just get together, Scalzo over here, he's going to take a picture. Scalzo!
All he cares about is the attention. I'm the clout chaser. Clout, give me the attention. Yeah, it's all about me, Sean says. People's actually went to jail over this. Look, Brooklyn, I don't like you, but he's stealing your shit. And you won't call him out to his face because you're too busy chasing clout. Too bad. I am not in the 1A. I am a First Amendment freaking constitutional journalist. That's what my fucking legitimate ID says. I don't know what your shit says. You could call it what you will, and you're going to hate, and I'm not even going to give a damn what you people think. I will not watch you. I will not entertain it. I will move forward. I will press on with real people, whether they have 2 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is even you police officers out there, one day you are going to retire. You are going to face the same type of movement in your time if our shit doesn't dissolve because of what you've already done and what you've already participated in. You've already surrendered those basic fundamental rights. It's just a camera. Hi, Mom. How you doing, Mom? Oh, he flicked me off. Big whippy deal. Who gives a shit? When he called me nubby. Ooh, big whippy. Now, there are some people out there that might say, you know what, I'm missing some limbs too. So is this guy talking shit about me? Nah. Most people want to avoid this type of drama. You know what? I'm not avoiding the drama. I am pointing out that every one of you are human beings. And inside your heart, you have to find that medium moral high ground. There's got to be a medium ground. There's got to be something within you. If one of your loved ones was to be without that and to get the back of their head blown out, to get electrocuted, to go through the shit that I've been through, that's been in a coma for fucking 3 months, that's got third-degree burns all over their body, that can't take care of themselves without other people's help, without caregivers in their lives. And here I am, putting my ass on the line for people that are jealous, ridiculously jealous, and I don't understand it. And YouTube are full of people like this. That is to all of you out there that can't get a grip on understanding who you really are and what your self-worth is. Because when you show that, you're showing everybody the attributes inside of what makes a tyrant. How can you point out a tyrant when you got all the attributes of a tyrant? You're an ableist. You think it's okay to talk shit about people with mental problems? You think it's okay to talk shit about people that it's missing limbs? You think it's okay to you appropriate or misdiagnose because you think you're a Google specialist? That you got all the answers from us before Google. We didn't have any type of an opinion based upon the definitions of the words that are being used in a complete sentence in a freaking paragraph that Google reads back to you every time you ask it a question. But you got guys like this that rises and rises and rises. And you look at the mainstream media and you say, they're all fake. That's what all of us have in common. We all know that MSNBC, ABC, Fox, the right, the left, they're all hating bitches. Every one of them are hating ass bitches. They don't tell us the truth. They only give us a 10% of the truth, and then they run their talking points that gets us to hate on one another. And they keep us divided inside this so-called community that people think. Remember, BLM, it's just a concept. And Antifa, it's just a concept. It's not real, because if it's real, one day they're going to come down and they're going to charge the son of a bitch that's running it. And they're going to prosecute and convict on that. That's why they're getting rid of it. That's why they dissolved. They got their money, got in, got out, and dissolved that shit. Said it's not there no more. Think. Use your heads. Now I'm asking you to use your head on something else. Put your bias aside towards me if you're one. If you got a bias against me and how I come across, maybe you should put that aside and listen to the narrative. It's not mine. I'm telling the truth. This guy wrote a full confession to a sheriff that said that he violated the law while he was 25 feet within 15 to 25 feet on a sidewalk recording a freaking traffic stop. And the tyrant that came up and put physical violence on him, put him against the car, and he started saying, wait, and started saying, wait. And he went all the way to jail, and went all the way on a piece of paper, and went all his way out that city. Talk about, help! Here. Gave him the paper, gave him money, paid the fine, and ran like a little bitch. And now he's sitting here stealing Brooklyn Audit's thunder. If you guys don't see that, I don't know what to tell you. And I don't even like the son of a bitch. I can't stand him, but I'm going to tell the truth because that's who I
am. But everybody get together. Please, from my office.
We got to have the cops in the background, though.
Oh, yeah, wait. We need the cops in the background. Come this way. We need to show the tyrants. Yeah. Thanks for this. You know, it could be our little stage here. Look at all your zip ties. You guys are cowards, really. You guys are cowards. Look at you. Look at you. Yeah, that's what? Some bootlicker gave you a call? Be safe out there, guys. Be safe for the camera. Crazy. That's just crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button. If you're in here and you support liberty, you support justice, you support freedom, hit the like button. I want as many people to see this video as possible. Look at these people. You know why all these people came out here today? Because you guys are tyrants. You're violating people's rights on a daily basis. And I'm going to expose each and every one of you. I promise you that. I promise you that. You better be on the lookout for me. I'm the boogeyman of the NYPD. I guarantee you. You can have nightmares about me recording you in your sleep next time you go violate somebody's rights. I promise you. I promise you. Maybe we'll come audit you at your houses and see how you like it, huh? We'll see. Exactly. It's that simple. So we can't record in the lobby, but I can go outside your apartment building and record you. What? That makes no sense.
Cameras right there too, like
Always watching us. Always. All right, guys. We got to make sure. All right, let's line up over here. If you want to be in the picture, you don't have to, but this is history. So get in for history.
You guys should post back there so we can see all the tyrants.
Yeah, everybody back there.
Please.
Make sure you guys pose for the picture, okay?
Look at that one. Going inside.
they're all running away. They're all running away.
Come on, where you going? Where are you going?
One. Who won?
Freedom of speech. Second protects the first. All right, that's good. That's good. I just want one. That's good, guys. That's good. Wow, this is crazy. Anybody I didn't meet? I would like to meet every single person if I can, and say hi to everybody. John, Sean.
This is my daughter Sam.
Yeah, it's nice
Hi,
to meet
Sam.
you.
Nice to meet
She's
you.
running the rights.
Oh yeah? Are you watching? I see. You watch a few videos? Okay, Sam. All right, that's fair enough. Fair enough. My own kids don't watch them, so I understand. How you doing, sir? Mark? I want to meet everybody here. Wallace. Nice to meet you, Wallace. Your name?
Rodolfo, man.
Rodolfo. Ramapo? Oh man, that was a good video. That was my most viral one. Nice to meet you guys. Jason, nice to meet you, Jason. Yeah, I'm going to. James, nice to meet you, James. Nice to meet you.
Well, New York, Detroit Assembly in the house right here. Holding everybody's accountable.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
the public servants accountable.
There you go.
New York,
That's-
Detroit Assembly.
Everybody, look at all these cameras here. This is amazing. This is amazing. I couldn't ask for anything more. How
I
you doing?
used to drive all day for my job, and I just watch your videos, listen to your videos, stuff
Taking
like
a
that,
picture of me.
man.
Who's taking a picture of me?
Yeah, of course.
No, you can take it if you want. I don't even know this thing works like this. I have to be holding it. Look. Boom.
There we go.
Man.
Nice to meet you.
Word.
All right. Yeah, of course. What's going on, guys? Yeah, of course, brother. Of course.
Thank
Of course.
you. Meet you.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you. I'm good. Till my last breath. I promise you, I'll fight for freedom. I promise you.
Bro, they threatened us with the rest when we first came.
When you first were here, this wasn't here.
There was only two of us at the beginning,
Uh-huh.
and they came, and the sergeant there just immediately went off at us. It was
Wow.
like crazy. And when we first came as well, they confiscated a bunch of mopeds in the back. And I asked them, I'm like, why were you taking those mopeds? They just completely didn't want to answer. Yeah, they're in the back as well. Yeah.
Where's my complaint form? Go get me a complaint form. What's going on? Drop the zip ties. You don't need them. Go get the complaint form. That's what I need. All right.
Always gonna need that.
All right, I'm going. I need a complaint form. We're going to go up there. We're going to go up top. I mean, if anything happens, guys, and we get arrested, it is what it is. I'm going to hop up here. I don't want to walk all the way around. Ugh. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You got the man with the towel?
No, I was here first, and I want a complaint for him.
asked me before I tried to give it to him.
Right. He was trying to get
Here's the child.
He's here first.
I just gave him his complaint form.
So wait, what's wait, what's the policy? You can't record inside the precinct, right? I'm not inside the precinct, so I can keep going, right?
Get the baby.
Can I keep going?
Sorry, they're making an
Why can't I?
inside.
Why can't I? Why can't I pass the? Why can't I go up to? This is on a normal day. Can I film on the thing? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. Don't record in there. They'll arrest you. All right, I'm not gonna go inside. Okay, I'm gonna go right here on the steps. Well, why? Well, what does it matter? What is security concern? Are you scared?
Sir, the cameras won't hurt you.
Yeah, this is not a weapon. This is not a weapon, Lieutenant. This is not a weapon. So wait, if you pass the barrier, what's the charge? What's the charge if you pass the barrier? What's the charge? I want to know. What's the charge if you pass the barrier? Cowards, man. You guys are cowards, really. Look at them. Just cowards. All for a camera. Yeah.
You know what? I've always been real. I'm going to tell you this right now. I have always been real to the narrative. I have never lied about the narrative and what we do. You guys that appreciate Long Island, he might have done some things and gotten some things accomplished. But when you write a confession on a piece of paper this big, Renetta, I need you to listen to me, and I need you to go do your homework. And then I need you to go talk to people of color. And I need you to they will tell you how that sets them back. Because most people of color that try this shit, they're in handcuffs and they get beat and get their teeth knocked out. You hear me? So when you write a confession stating that you did something wrong, Renetta, listen to me very good. He was standing on a sidewalk 15 feet from a Connecticut state trooper. I watched it live. See, most of you guys wasn't here. Most of you guys are babies out here and puppies. You don't know what you're talking about. Listen to the people that do. And then go back and do your homework. This guy sat there, recorded a guy from 15 feet away, and act like a little baby about it when he got busted. Now, I don't care about people crying and whining once they get in the back of a car. Hell, I've even done it. I've been to the hospital over it because I am a palliative patient. I am a pubic hair away from being on hospice because of my issues. What's their excuse? I don't think they have one. You know, it's sad that I just got a text, and I'm not going to say his name. If he chooses to come out and say it, and if he wants me to share it, I will. But they just yet tried to pay another one of my homies to take my wrench out of his shit. And he don't want to be in the drama. But they try to. The evidence is there. It's there. And it's bullshit. Am I not supposed to tell you the truth? Do you know why they want to take my wrench? Because I'm telling the truth. See, I'm not against Sean for the good work that he did. I'm against Sean for writing a full confession to something that he didn't do wrong. It sets back people. So if I want to go record in that area, that trooper's got precedent to fucking come and bring me down and put violence on me and put me in the back of his car and process me. Photography. Photography is not a crime, ladies and gentlemen. And this guy is sitting here riding somebody else's thunder. And if you listen very close, he admitted that he had that apartment. But he said he didn't live there no more. Yeah, he does. that luxury apartment he has. I'm sorry, Sean. The little guy with the little subscribers, me and my little 15 subscribers. And those of you that are being classified to turn on me will never see the receipts inside of Brooklyn audit shit. I've never stirred up one. They gave him money to take my fucking wrench, and he took it. They gave Rogue Nation $1,000 to take my wrench, and he took it. Because Wolby tells the truth. I'm not into this tribal shit. If I got a beef with inside my peeps, I'll handle it with inside my peeps. But because these people do what they want and think they can do what they want, they set a precedent. And I'm telling you, police officers, are you listening? That's because I fight for your right to be the police officer. Being a good police officer, following your oath, following your constitutional freaking agreement that you wrote, that you have with the people, and your bargaining agreement, and your code of conduct. You should be following it at all times. And we wouldn't have the problems we're having today. But no, you guys choose not to, so it puts me in the middle to come out and say, look, this is why we need you, but at the same time, you need to check yourself, or I will. And if you take me down doing it, you'll go in front of a federal judge and we'll neuter you that way, because your courthouse won't save you. But that federal judge, because I am a person of disabilities, I have that going for me. Thank God if I didn't, God, you probably would have knocked the rest of the teeth that I have. I got all my teeth. I'm just saying. This is how you people look at it, because the only thing man respects is pain. Pain. You inflict pain on people. Why? Because they didn't do what you wanted them to do at the time you wanted them to do it. I was just watching that Freeman one where this guy reported something on the side of some railroad tracks. This is all tied in together. I'm not conflating this. It might be conjunction, but I'm not conflating this. These things run concurrent. It's because an attempted cop, we all know what that is. Those of you that don't know what that is, understand. Attempted cop is when a cop gets butt hurt and uses the authority of the office to legalize your behavior and illegalize it by committing an MCL called MCL 257-744A, where you falsely write false statement on a sworn affidavit that goes in front of a judge, which is the ticket itself. The ticket is the first part of the affidavit. Yeah, you've been taking me for granted for too long, and I'm sick of it. People are liars. You lie, you continue to lie, and that's what eats our system up, and nobody can take you serious. No one. I'm just a guy out here in a wheelchair. I'm just a guy out here that's missing a couple things that I still try to bring some type of transparency and honesty and accountability to some people that have a what? A code of conduct. That have what? A sworn affidavit to the people stating that I will obey. And it's in my bargaining agreement to treat people and first and foremost uphold their rights. So when Brooklyn Audits and Sean and anybody else went up inside that fucking courtroom, or excuse me, inside that police department, inside that lobby, they had every right to do it. And you violated them. You treated them like animals. You put freaking torture cuffs on them. You put them in a freaking cell, a rape cage. You put them in a enclosed environment where y'all's health department tells us any type of enclosed area is where that so-called disease hangs out. So you're putting their life in jeopardy. It's almost like a firing squad that blindly reaches into a bucket of 1 out of every 5 bullets has the real thing in it, and they put it in there, and then they look and pull it's Russian roulette, but you got 8 people pointing it at you. You got a 1 in 5 chance that 1 out of those 8 is going to be a real one. That's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Over photography. Here, let me play this, man. Let me play this some more. Let that marinate with y'all, man.
Hey, you're a coward. Coward. You always want to say things under your breath. Say it louder. Speak up so the whole class can hear you. No? Come on, say it with your chest. No? Okay. Because you're a coward, that's why. Always want to smile and say things under their breath, but they'll never say it to your face. They'll never say it to your face. Look at all these people here. Me and 3 people, right, trolls? Screaming all day.
Can I thank the trolls? Trolls, thank you for promoting the protest. You got the word out. You said we're going to tell all the
And
police.
you didn't show up, cowards.
They warned that they were going to tell all the police. Like,
Yeah, oh my God.
Trolls, that's the whole point. So that
They're going to be out here with what they say, shields and turtle helmets and, you know,
the whole point,
batons, and they're going to beat me up and, right? I'm going to jail. Come on.
the point is so that the police hear.
Brother, let me a black, what do you call yourself? Black Sheta? I'm sorry, I might be butchering your name. Why don't you start by supporting me, supporting the truth? Why don't you say, well, yeah, we'll be told the truth. You already see, I proved it to freaking yesterday. You see that? Freaking media's coming out saying it. He ain't lying. They came to him and offered him money to take my wrench. Just like Rogue Nation. I'm telling you, you people just need to wake up and smell the crap that people are dishing and stop letting it be your crap that you're smelling. At least you can get rid of somebody else's shit, but you can't get rid of your own because you keep making it. And the only way you do that is to concede to yourself and know your self-worth and know that your heart belongs to you and you don't want to hurt other people. You don't want to be in conspiracy to hurt other people. You don't want to hurt. You don't want to put violence on good police officers out there that do their job. You got to stand behind the ones that are good and try to get them to come against the shit that they see inside their departments so we can make change from within. You can't put violence on them sitting there, put it on a side of the road because they look like dicks sitting there writing us up, giving us double parking tickets because we went 20 miles over the speed limit. That is not why I was coming against those people. I was coming against those police officers because they were breaking several laws. So every ticket that they wrote, they should have had 2 or 3 themselves. Because it wasn't within an emergency like 603 said so. Listen, understand who you are. Know your self-worth, including you police officers. You police officers can make a difference. You are on the front lines. I know sometimes things are hard. I know people are crazy as hell. I know that seeing something on paper when it runs out in real life, I know the dangers, but that is what you signed up for. And when you have your trainer telling you that the whole thing is you getting home, to hell with the kid on the corner, forget grandma crossing the street, you got to protect yourself. Don't you ever listen to a trainer tell you that. You protect the people that you know that you're there to protect, whether you like them or not. Get rid of your prejudice. Set your prejudices aside. Set your cynical bullshit aside. I know you see a lot of shit. Quit your job. Let somebody else do it. If you can't handle it, go into the private sector. Get the hell out of this sector where everybody's watching you and legalizing and nitpicking you. If you don't like it, move on. There's a whole economy out there. Nobody wants to work. You should have a wide open field of jobs for you. But in the meantime, back at the ranch, look at how many times, look at these officers that went into that house. I forget where it was, and it made national news. You ran up inside a house. It was the wrong house. And if it was you and your wife sleeping at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and somebody came up knocking on your door, you're half asleep, you don't know what's going on, and you grab your pistol because you don't know what the hell's going on. Because that's what y'all do anyway. You know you do, and you're a liar if you don't. If you tell me you don't, get the hell out of here because you're a liar. Especially being a police officer. And if you answer the door with a gun, now you've committed a crime, and now you're being shot. Because nowhere in that video did I see that man point his gun at him. He had it down on his side. He's like, what the fuck? He had light shining in his face. He couldn't see nothing. They knew they screwed up. That's first-degree murder, whether you like it or not. I'm moving on. Freaking just sent me the message. You ain't lying. They just tried to pay me to take your wrench. There you go. Thank you. It takes a real man to tell the truth. Look, we all know that we make mistakes. We all know that we are better than some people out here. And we all know that some of our actions can be better. But it doesn't make you a better human being or put you in a better class of a human being, because you have done something somewhere in your life that's just as bad as somebody else. All you have to do is concede that you're human and start from right here, right now, and say, no more. I am not going to treat people like shit just because somebody else doesn't like them. And if I don't agree with them, then they'll marginalize me. See, freaking didn't give a damn. He used himself as the perfect example. He's lying. I heard it all. He laid it all out for me, and he told the truth. Joey Surreal Camera, he knows the real truth. I laid it out for him. Girl with a camera, they seen it all. His brother Joey, he laid it out, and he stuck up for me. God rest Joey's. I love Joey. And I love Jay Surreal. I barely know the guy. And the guy, that tells me everything I need to know about a guy when he says, fuck that. Hey, Heather, put his shit in my shit, because Chuck Bronson was saying that I was with this guy. Here, I'm going to show you guys something that you guys don't know that's been going on for a very long time. This is why Wolvie's been on the defensive, and maybe it'll explain a few things. This just might explain a few things. Here, let's just watch it together, so that way you'll know exactly what Wolvie's talking about. So because my subscribers are in here now, and they don't have a clue, because I kept it to myself. I didn't show everybody. I kept it within myself. But now that I'm doing the call out, starting with Sean, I'm going to call these other morons out that have been trying to call me out because I'm what? Somebody said that I was an ex-con, that I shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't even be out auditing. And that guy is an ex-con himself. He was in a federal penitentiary. And he put himself with Eric Brandt. If Eric Brandt heard him say that, he would probably slap the white off him. These guys don't know what they're saying, man. They don't know what they're saying. They just get all high and they say anything they want. And they don't care who they offend. Because at the time, I was feeling good. I didn't care. I was being selfish. You know, that's exactly the ideology. Excuse me. That is exactly the analogy of the person that is the narcissistic oppressor that hurts you, that will put you in a pair of cuffs to inconvenience you and intimidate you. That is the same people doing that. The same people doing that are the same people that are behind this type of narcissistic oppression. It comes from that. Every one of you could be having a badge. Those people that are just judging me because I got a big mouth and I might have this type of annoyance to me, you're going to know why now. I'm going to show you. I've been hiding this for a long time. And now you guys are going to see it for yourself. I'm sorry to bust your bubbles out there. I'm sorry to come out with the truth and start telling you what I've been dealing with for the past 3 years. I'm sorry. But you know what? It's time to tell the truth. And you'll never get me. And the whole reason behind all this, ladies and gentlemen, is because they want me to hate the police. Fuck you. I will never hate the police. I will hate the bad police. Get rid of them, replace them with good cops, and uphold these motherfuckers, not because they're heroes, because they're not. They're human beings just like me and you that have to deal with other nasty, pathetic pieces of shit that rape their children, that will shove drugs in a baby's pampers and let it OD because they're trying to get away with a crime. That's for you. You pieces of shit. Yeah, this shit ain't it. I'm telling you, it is what it is, man. I'm not putting up with it no more. I don't have to. I'm not a rat, but I'm gonna tell you this: we're handling this. Hey, American Amy, you remember saying this? How do we protect ourselves from knowing who we go and audit with? That was a damn good question. I ran everybody that ran around me. I ran them all to make sure they wasn't tree jumpers, which is Wolvie's way of saying a child molester. When Wolvie says tree jumper, that means child molester. Wolvie just has his own ID. He has his own identification and his own acronyms for what he calls whatever he calls. All right. So a tree jumper is a chomo, what you would call a chomo. Okay. So here you go. Let's listen to this and let's put this into content so you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. So this is a week before Jay died. God bless his soul. No disrespect. Hey, Joey, if you're watching this, God, you know what? Just, you've already heard it. Go relax. Go eat a slice of pizza somewhere. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but maybe this will put too much on you and it might break your heart. But I am sticking up for a man with true integrity. Jay had true integrity right here. And I want you to listen very good on this clip. They're sitting in Chuck Branson's car. I'm supporting them. And Jay says, Heather Holt, would you please drop Wolverine's shit link? Put his link in my shit because he's a good guy. I want y'all to go support him. And then Chuck runs his mouth, and I'll let you guys be the judge of your own character and what you see. And then you'll see it all unhappen. And I got all the shit that comes behind it. Take a good listen, because here's your role models.
Moderators, drop Wolverine Transparency's link in the description. No, fuck Wolverine. Do not. That dude's a fucking troll. Do not fucking drop his shit. He's trying to work his way in here. Oh no, Big Nick. I know Big Nick. Come on, Big Nick.
See, Big Nick comes in and says, Heather, don't pay attention to that shit. You're doing the right thing, Jay. Support him. He's a good guy, right? That's what he's saying.
That's my big bro. Ask Big Nick who's his little bro. He'll tell you. Jay's for real.
Now listen. After he does that, Heather Holt drops my shit anyway, like she was told, because Heather Holt is a good auditor. Excuse me. She's a good monitor. That's why I have no beef with her. But some of the people that she's, it is what it is. We don't see eye to eye with some of the people she hangs out with. But we keep our biases to ourselves. When we come together, I don't say shit to her. She don't say shit to me about it. We leave it be. Now listen to Heather Holt do it, and listen to Jay say, thank you, Heather Holt, for doing that.
Thanks, Heather.
Now, Chuck is sitting there eating up with his narcissism talking about, fuck, they did it anyway. And because they, Lux dropped another video for me because he knows I'm a good guy. He knows that I'm for the real thing, and he knows that I love this community. And by the way, Lackluster always said he loves Wolvie and supports Wolvie. He tells me that himself in the shit that he writes back to me. That's what he told me. But anyway, here we go.
Wolverine is best friends with that Long Island frauditor. Man, moderators drop Wolverine.
Listen to that again.
Long Island. Wolverine is best friends. Wolverine is best friends with that Long Island frauditor. Wolverine is best friends with that Long Island.
Thanks, Heather.
Wolverine is best friends with that Long Island frauditor.
One more time. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. One more time.
I appreciate it.
One more time.
Thanks, Heather.
Wolverine is best friends with that Long Island frauditor.
There you go. So I kept this shit because I knew these people were going to do what they were going to do. I knew that they would. So let's see what Big Nick has to say about it. So we won't have to disturb Big Nick because Big Nick made it very clear inside that, in that specific time and place. Remember, this is a week before Jay died. God rest his soul. I'm really sorry I had to do this, but, you know, the truth is the truth, and we need to see the truth, ladies and gentlemen. This is the only way that we're going to see the truth, is for you to listen to it so you know that Wolverine has been fairly unjust. Wolverine has been fairly freaking unfairly, they use cancel culture. They're trying to cancel Wolverine because Wolverine's telling the fucking truth. They don't like the truth. People hate the fucking truth. So let's take a listen to it, right? Let's listen to what Nick had to say about it. I said, you guys, obviously you 40 guys don't like me no more down there. This is right after he said what he said to Jay. And listen to what he has to say.
Nobody in Florida loves me no more. Absolutely. You tripping, Wolverine. I keep telling you, there's nothing you can do to stop me from loving you. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do to stop me from loving you. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do to stop me from loving you.
Oh!
There's nothing you can do about it.
So he did support me, and he did tell the truth, and he did tell Jay to ignore what Chuck Bronson was talking about because he knew that it was a fucking lie to begin with. All right? All you got to do is watch my content. The only difference is that I'm anti-cop. I'm anti-bad cop, and I'm not anti-cop. And this is how I'm going to tell you guys how to distinguish the difference between the two. If you want to know how to distinguish the difference between a person that is really trying to make change is the person that is not anti-cop, that puts a cop in check and tells truth to power by saying it and reminding them every fucking day. That's what I do. Every time I'm out there, I let them know that I don't record victims. I'm not anti-cop, but I'm not going to lick your badge. I'm not going to lick your boots and fuck off if you think I will. The same for you to go ahead and unsubscribe to me if you think that I'm going to hate a cop because other bad cops. Because if we put fucking badges on some of you, you would act just like them. And here you are, the kettle calling the kettle black. Careful, it could be you. Let's get back to the narrative. I'm sick of this shit, guys. And I'm tired of people perpetrating a fraud. Wake up and smell the shit. I'm willing to stop it all. Stop fucking with me. Stop fucking with them. Don't unsubscribe Brooklyn. Don't unsubscribe Chuck Bronson. Don't do that. And I'm not saying that as, you know, to do the opposite. I'm saying that as I'm not trying to cancel you. I'm just not a rat. And I kind of thought it was radish to do this, but you know what? People keep coming at me and keep coming at me with what they hear from Chuck. And now they paid Brooklyn, and Brooklyn's got to come out and tell the truth, whether or not, because I have 9 conversations, Brooklyn, that you were telling me how much you appreciated me. We in those conversations, I was telling you that you would probably should buy you a ticket book. You probably should buy you some really good pens with the bigger ball pen so it'll write during the rain, and get something that'll stick. And make sure you put it under there to where it won't stick. The paper itself won't stick to it, so they can't say you're destructing property. And be careful when you're out there drinking, because when you're drinking and if they smell the alcohol on you, they're going to fucking hem you up as drunk and disorderly, and everything that follows after that charge will stick if the cop testifies to it to a bootlicker jury. Now, you could say whatever you want to say, but that's the truth. And that's why I don't get high, drunk, or none of it. And if I ever did, I sure as hell ain't going to tell everybody. And I'm not going to be on a live stream pouring fucking gin into a fucking thing saying, what's going on, guys? That's some of the most retarded. That is why the guy goes up to a Chinese. I got that clip too, but we won't watch that right now. If he responds, I'll show you the misogynist in him. He goes up to a fucking Chinese legitimate parlor. I might send her the clip for her to sue him, because she needs to hold him accountable. What he did was wrong. You don't go up to freaking Chinese people and say sucky, sucky, fucky, fucky to them in front of a legitimate business where they're giving massages and doing hair and nails. What kind of a piece of shit would do that? That is why I turned my back on him, because he's a piece of shit. And any woman out there that puts herself behind that, shame on you. Moving on. Hey, I got a hell of a lot more respect for MCC and freaking, and I didn't agree with what they were doing, you know, recording private businesses, but they are on a public sidewalk and it's lawful. And now I see the value in it. Not because he's my friend, not because him and I get along. It's because I seen the value in it. It's kind of like when Jesus was sitting here watching a tax collector. Wow, these people got attitudes when they're giving that commodity to that person. Why do they got an attitude? So he knew that there was value to that, because Jesus didn't know no better. He wasn't of this earth. Remember that. He didn't understand that because he's the King of Kings. He would never know that if you guys spiritually understood that. But if you do, you do. You don't, you don't. Moving on. That is my choice to worship God, and I'll probably be hated for that too. All is well. I make mistakes, and I'm a sinner like you. And I'm just the one that will concede to it in the long run. But remember, you see that? That's the back of my head blown out. Nobody nobody that you can that is the brain specialist in the world cannot tell you, and they will tell you that I am an anomaly. They will tell you they don't understand how this guy isn't just like appreciated just for the fact that he could speak a sentence in one freaking paragraph without drooling on himself and shitting all over himself, and let alone being able to breathe and cognitively think. Hey, I'm not an egotistical piece of shit. Okay, this is just who I am. This is the way I talk. I'm not trying to piss you off. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm telling the truth. This is the truth. Let's go back to this frauditor real quick, because this is what I call a frauditor. This is a frauditor right here.
Yeah, the whole point is so the police hear the message. Hear our protest, you dum-dums. Come on. You guys are complete and utter idiots. Thank you. Shout out to all the troll channels for promoting this live, for rebroadcasting this live. If you're watching it, just remember, you hate me because you ain't me. If you're a troll watching this, that's why. You hate freedom. Go to North Korea if you hate freedom. Go, because we the people out here strong. Where's the trolls? I don't see you guys here. Where are you at? I don't see not one of you. Not one of you can make the trip all the way out here to New York City to Staten Island. Not one of you. Come on. I thought your troll army was big. It's crazy. Thank you guys. I'm looking at the comments right now. All 6,600. Thank you, sir. Let's go.
You see that? All 6,600. You had to put that number in there. You know damn well he ain't looking at your shit, right? You know he ain't looking at chat no more than I just did. Okay? At least I'm honest. Because I'm going with the truth and the narrative, and I'm busy right now. You know, if I had 6,000 people up in here talking, I probably would maybe read one or two every 30 seconds if I could. You know, especially with my cognitive disabilities, I probably couldn't keep up that fast. But I'll try. And I have no reason to deny anybody the truth. Remember that. I might be a prick. Borg, the reason I'm a prick to you is because of your mannerisms. And remember, go back to the beginning when I was likable. I was cordial. I was decent. I didn't cuss at you. I didn't disrespect you until you and that piece of shit named Sergeant Cox made fun of me and told me to get a job. And your face, the freaking media, got your face on his point of view once it was said, because you can hear Sergeant Cox say it from his point of view. You can hear it all, and you hear it, and you'll hear him say, get a job. And old boy hid behind his shit laughing like, you know why he was doing that? Because he knows I can't get a job. He knows that I can't do that, but that was their way of making fun of me. And that right there is the definition of disdain, ladies and gentlemen. You are a public servant. Now I'm not going to make fun of you, and I'm going to put you back in your lane because I have the authority to do so. Borg. So everything that you come against me with, the people in the long run are going to put the facts together and show that you had a boner for me by going and admitting that my disabilities was funny to you, and me not being able to get a job was funny to you, and me not being able to support myself the way I want to was funny to you. Because you had the ability that I didn't. That is a narcissistic oppressor, and that's what narcissistic oppressors do. And if I would have allowed Sergeant Cox to get away with what he did, he would have stole my truck if he would have known that I didn't have the knowledge to say, Judge, do you see? He doesn't have a contract. Just like on the 5th, when we go in front of that judge, I don't care what judge you put it from. If you guys fuck up, it's going to the appellate's court, and they're going to recheck you, and it's going to come back down on that judge as an error of yours. And it's all I'm going to prove when I show that to the federal judge is bias, because that is what you guys do best. Pay them. Try to get out of that one. There's several federal judges downtown that don't take kindly to bribes. I dare you. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Shout out to you, freaking one of my favorite channels to watch. There you go, buddy. I public tour, he says. Cool. Hey, Chris, when you say somebody's harassing cops, what do you mean exactly? Chris, I know exactly what it is. He's talking to Jonathan. Doug's got some popcorn watching it all happen because Doug's been aware of this for a while. He's been wanting to see this go down. So, dude, cops kill and break old ladies' bones, and you are worried about another person video recording and exposing the madness? Come on. You see how that goes, Chris? I think he's talking to you. You know exactly what I mean. I don't think he does. I really don't. Jonathan says, post it all, LOL. Have many times. Post it. Who gives a shit, right? Because all they do is steal our shit and then put their personal spin on it. I like the one where they talked about Wolvie's criminal record. I'm not going to say who because it gives them more props, but they had the audacity to say what happened in the timeline. They got that all wrong. And if they really knew what happened, they knew that I joined an organization that literally prosecuted the police officer in freaking Inkster that freaking took down, and we dissolved that police department because their chief was directly involved in that, and we fired him for it. And the emergency manager kicked in and kicked them all to the curb, sent all their children to the neighboring surrounding district schools, okay? And then we had to introduce all the Michigan State Police, go to door, knocking on them. One day I'll do a video because I got it all, you know? And I've been waiting for enough subscribers to do it. I want a full following that knows my heart before I show what I really did and what I got accomplished by not having a camera, by not posting this on shit, by not getting social media involved. I did this all on my own. Let's see. I mean, harassing sounds bad. Just wondering what specific behavior you're referring to. I don't know who he's talking to. Cops have killed 30,000 unarmed Americans in the last 20 years. Wow. Did you know that all those in the they have called, I just looked this up earlier. This is the Department of Justice. Let me see if I still have it in my cookies. It's very interesting that you brought that up. Very interesting. Where is that? It said something about 62% out of all unarmed people were Caucasian people that they killed. Proportionately, 32% were black people, unarmed people, and 62% of them were Caucasian people. What does that say, people? They're killing a lot of, forget the black and white shit, they're killing unarmed people, period. And they got qualified immunity. Oops. I'm sorry. I made a mistake, man. The guy told me this address and that. Like all they had to do was run across the street. So while they're shooting people that were law-abiding and went to the wrong address and shot a man dead in his freaking thing, the people across the street, the guy that was beating the woman across the street, continued to beat her throughout that whole interaction. The cops are right there. You get a bitch. Nobody will come with that story because that goes against the police. That shows that they're worthless in that town, and they probably need to defund their supervisors and get new ones. Until they get new supervisors and new commanding officers, they don't need that funding because obviously they're not stopping crime. They come in peace. They're peace officers. So a peace officer shot a law-abiding citizen that didn't commit a crime, that woke up out of the sleep, that is allowed to have a gun on him just like they are, and to his side in his hand, just like the cops had their hands on their guns. What the fuck? These people are something else, man. Let's see. Glad I'm not racist and what a narcissist. Yeah, gotcha. Hey, look, 2 crackheads on a stream. That's right, Doc. That's Crackhead. This is Crackhead Media. See, I can have a sense of humor. Who gives a shit? He ain't hurt me none. One love. One love. Ain't that right there? Speaking of one love. Scrubzilla has always brought it out to me, man. I'll give him credit because he said it first. One love. And it should be the individual A1. The A1 individual, not the A1 community. Because the community, you would have to have a structure. In a structure, you would have to have guidelines. In guidelines, you would have to have expectations. Expectations, you would have to have rules. And in all that, you'd have to have a quorum. And there's no quorum in a community. So it can't be the community. I'm sorry, Scrubzilla. I'm so sorry, but it doesn't fit the definition of what a community is. Maybe we can make that after today. I don't know. Maybe Michigan auditors can come together and make that happen and tell the rest of the outside motherfuckers to fuck off and then bring them in slowly and vet these motherfuckers to say, yep, this is the community. This guy's willing to follow the guidelines of who we are and what we do, because we're not an organization. We're just a community. We're just a community, man. That's it. Be in the community. Follow what is right. What's right and wrong is right and wrong. What's right and wrong with you and what's right and wrong with me should be the same. I'm not talking about whether I believe people should smoke weed, whether I believe people should shoot heroin, what I believe that people should snort cocaine. That is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is cocaine against the law? Yes. Is heroin against the law? Yes. Are these things unlawful? Yes. What, are you going to take everything and just be like Amsterdam and say to hell and just legalize everything? I'm telling you, on paper, that looks real good. But off paper, that's not how it works. And that's why cops are shooting on our people, because on paper, all that safety shit looks good. But off paper, that's just not how it works, because people are unpredictable. That is why cops, they got a really complex job. But you're not above the law, and you need to stop using that deterrent, that unspoken rule that you're going to get your ass whooped or you're going to get your teeth knocked out if you don't do what you're told. See, that is a deterrent that you guys have always acted on, especially with black people. Black people that used to go through Wyandotte from sunup to sundown, they would never be seen again. From sundown to sunrise, excuse me. I'm serious. They would throw them. And the big four, what they would do to people that didn't respect law or respect that the value. Those of you that are from my time that lived down in Detroit, you know there was four big brothers inside of a fucking four-door Chevy sedan. There was no room for you to arrest. They might have aided an arrest with other cops, but when they pulled up on the scene, they usually threw you in the trunk and they would throw your ass in the river if you didn't have no respect for life. That's when fucking Coleman Young said, those of you that are committing crimes, I suggest you to cross the 8 Mile because we got something for that. He was talking about the big four. I'm not going to get into all that, but I'm just being real, y'all. I'm full of power and knowledge, Steve, says Chris. Okay, cool. I agree with you're full of something, whatever somebody's saying to somebody else. I have no idea. If you did see me, you kept your dick sucker closed and didn't say something stupid out the side of your neck, Chris. And that's why you're not a star on my channel, Cupcake. Damn it, man. Shit's going on. Whatever is going on there. It is what it is, right? If anybody listens to Sydney at all, you guys know he is considered a channel bitch. I allow him to come out like what's that one show? Jeepers Creepers. He comes out every 30 years and he eats for 36 hours and he devours all the dicks he can. That the channel bitch. That's Sydney Reed. So if you guys are talking to Sydney, he's the dick sucker that likes to eat dicks. Okay, that's just my opinion. So let's read what he said. Sydney, you guys keep saying that but when they reach out to me, it is a mass audit in May. I don't know anything about this going on today. The emails and the live stream was okay. Channel proof. There you go. Whatever. I don't know why you guys. Some people you just don't respond to, guys. Let's see. I don't learn to spell. It isn't time. Who gives a shit about? I make all kinds of spelling errors. You see the back of my head. What's your excuse? Who gives a shit, right? Who is this Curtis Tampon? I don't know. He probably came out the tampon box somewhere, bro. I don't know. Who's the female that opened the tampon box, man? It's your fault. Don't come up in here opening up that shit. I'm not hard to find, Chris. What my address? Email. There you go. It's easy. You know what? As a matter of fact, if that bitch wants to fucking run his mouth, come on up here and run your mouth. You keyboard warrior. That's how these people are. Here, I'll paste the shit up in here and freaking just can come speak for his fucking self. Fucking, fuck these motherfuckers, man. Us Michigan boys got our backs, man. We're tired of this whole ass shit. All these people around thinking they're all gods and big and bad and tough. Like this guy right here. I'm telling you, man, the narrative that he is fighting and the person that should be getting the credit, I don't even like him. So that shows you my bias is telling you that I'm being real because I don't like the guy that he's stealing the thunder from, but I'm going to speak for him anyway. Chris has stolen his thunder, and because the guy that should be standing where he's at and getting all the credit for it, right? I'm telling the truth. He's a clout chaser, and that's all he gives a shit about. And he's wanting to build his channel that way. And that's, in my opinion, if you're out for the clicks and views, you're a fucking Judas. And you are a Cain. You'll kill your brother. Fuck you. I don't like you. I'll never trust you. I don't want anything to do with you. Captain needs a colon cleanse. This town needs an enema. I'm not even going to read what Sydney says. He's the town bitch. You guys want to watch? You guys want to fucking fight with that guy? You go right ahead. But did I put that in there yet? Wait a minute. I don't know if I put the channel link in here or not. I don't remember. Did I put the channel link in here? I might have copied it, but I didn't paste it. I'm sorry, freaking. Damn. I just went and I don't want to, because I want to read everybody's shit. So let's go back to where we was. Yeah, there we was. Okay. So let me paste the link in here so you guys can come up and say what it is that you need to say to the assholes you need to say it to. All right. I ain't never seen that mess. Chris ain't never seen me fold pumpkin. Some vagina. Is that the Chris who I think it is? Freaking. Freaking, is this the same Chris that some drunk whooped? I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not sure. You can let me know in this. Hey, Gregory, how you doing today? Hey, if you're not a channel supporter, please subscribe to Wolverine Transparency. Those of you that are in here, please share your links with each other. Any of the mods, if you please do so, put my channel link in here so people will subscribe. Those of you that see Michigan Constitutional Crusader, those of you that see freaking media, we have Scrubzilla up in here. We have Seek and Destroy Audits up in here. We got Doug Kennedy, Gregory, and Dr. Nation. Go subscribe to him. Who Dat Accountability, go subscribe to him. Let's see. God, what's this guy saying? Maybe it just might be a misunderstanding about the dates then. Let's see. There's power. There's your power, Chris. Now sit in the corner. Uh-oh, did somebody get put in a corner? Hey, while you're down there in the basement, man, can you clean that shit up and clean all the slobber from the corner there and from the rest of the kids that was there, you know, get them suckers and throw it in the garbage, because, you know, the little suckers you little kids be sucking on, or you sit there going, sucking on your thumb, and what, you might be sucking on something else, who knows. Fucking, you act like a child, you'll be a child. That's what you're going to be treated like. It is that simple. So let's see. Exactly. It is hard to understand what's all going on in these panels when everyone's talking over each other. And Reapers on panel here laugh just as annoying as fuck and overpowers everything. I'll tell you what. I have no problem speaking with the tone that I'm toning right now, because today's a good day for me. For some reason, my voice ain't crackling up, or otherwise I'd be a little louder. I'm getting away with it for some reason, because you see that trichometry right there? On days in Michigan, it gets cold, the dew point, there's all kinds of different issues that are involved. And when those things start kicking in, it makes it more narrower. It starts to puff up. It starts to narrow. It starts to freaking get agitated. It gets dry, and it causes me to put more air through it, which raises my voice. Now, I'm sorry if I'm loud. I'm sorry if that happens. I'm sorry if my voice is a little overwhelming at times. Forgive me. Don't mean to be. Everybody's saying hello to everybody in here so far. Okay. So if you guys are on the reel, and you guys go ahead and those of you that are still supporting, that are in here, that are supporting these people, support them. But know the truth about these people, especially when they're talking about Wolvie, especially when they got paid, literally paid. I'm lying if I'm dying. Freaking just sent me the freaking text. He's seen all the facts, just like you've seen it, right? Seen all the facts, and yet, you know, you're what? Are you gonna allow your bias? You know, that's like one of those Republican Democrats things. You know the Republican and Democrat thing. Yeah, so I only got a few more minutes, but the fact is that don't let us be the Republican Democrat thing and use our biases because you stand behind this, and you'll be marginalized because you in the DMA cloud, or you in the AFA, or you in a freaking or MCC. Y'all should be coming together, man. And if people share opinions about other people, and if they disagree, just to disagree with each other and be done. Don't sit there and have a pissing contest and say, well, that guy likes Wolvie, or that guy likes him, that guy likes him. And fuck that. It's none of your business who people like. Just go support them. None of nobody's business who anybody likes out here. Hell, you can like this fucking cheese, this rat cheese-eating motherfucker if you want to. It's in my fuck. It's on there for a reason, because I know he ratted. Everybody knows he ratted. The whole damn community knows he ratted. Some are saying, well, he does a good service. Well, fuck you. He ratted on himself. He fucking put us way behind in that area. We got to fight just as hard. It's like what Dying to Live said. You know, these people go out there and they push the limit and then they don't follow up with it and they don't take the arrest and they don't do what they're supposed to do and they just leave it be. It makes it harder for the guy that's really out there, that's putting down the paper, that is actually making the change, and it makes them work 3 times as hard, and it messes everything up. And I understand that. I concede to that point, and I'll digress on that issue. Let's see. He is what is that? Pondering his life's choices. Yeah, gotcha. Cramp Man is curled up with what would you say? He's in a fetal position in the corner. Shit happens, right? It is what it is, right? Right. Oh God. Scrubzilla. Carrion tried to get and to stand the ground and stay. Peaceful protest. Are they work? Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, cops, city, count. Indoctrination. They still will wash up in Sandusky. Yeah, they do. That's true. Let's see. Wolverine transparency. You are talking the truth. I respect you for that. Keep the good work. Thank you, Gregory. Appreciate that. Let's see. No way, guys. Reyes from Long Island audits is good. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. You guys see, so okay. Let me ask you a question. So, are you Reyes? Is that Chris? Chris Reyes? Is that his name? I don't know who you guys are talking about. Maybe I'm wrong. That is why I love Michigan. We are a stand your ground state, which means I have no duty to retreat, Chris, or any other clown. Yeah. So basically, what freaking media is trying to say is 7.80.972 in Michigan Penal Code. Here, it's like I know it by heart here, but for those of you that always like receipts and you want to see it, here, let's look it up real quick, so you'll see it. MCL 780.972. There you go. There you go. We'll put that up for you. Nice and neat. All right. We'll read that together. Like individuals inside a First Amendment community would do. All right. And I'll put this on the big screen. There you go. We'll get rid of that. Let's read this together. Ready? An individual who has not engaged in a commission of a crime at the time he or she uses deadly force may use deadly force against another individual where he or she has a legal right to be with no duty to retreat if either of the following applies. Here we go. A, the individual honestly, reasonably believes that the use of deadly force is necessary to prevent or imminent death or imminent great bodily harm to himself or herself or individual. Okay. B, the individual honestly, reasonably believes that the use of deadly force is necessary to prevent the imminent sexual assault of himself or herself of another individual. See that? You can either do it for other people. This is not just for yourself or your family or for you. This could be for your family members, your loved ones, or friends, or whatever. Anybody else for that matter. Okay. The individual honestly reasonably believes that the use of deadly force is necessary to prevent imminent sexual assault against himself or herself against any other individual. 2, an individual that has or is not engaged in the commission of a crime at the time he or she uses force other than deadly force may be used other than deadly force against another individual where he or she has the legal right to be with no duty to retreat if he or she honestly and reasonably believes that the use of force is necessary to defend himself or herself or an individual from imminent lawful. See that right there? Here's the operative words. From the imminent unlawful use of force of another individual. There you go. And that is what freaking is talking about. Ojo. Now, we'll move that back and put this dude back. Where was it? There he is. All right. So, because, we are talking about, somebody stealing somebody's thunder. And it's sad that you can't go into a public lobby inside the police department in New York City and actually observe your First Amendment right in any manner if you have a camera, and it's bullshit. All right. So I'm going to read some more chat and bring it up, and then we'll finish here. All right. Jonathan says, at least until people stop trying to use the words. Yep. There you go. There you go. Everybody's seeing what everybody's saying. All right. Fussing about lights is ridiculous. What? See, this is why I don't like reading that guy. That guy's so full of shit. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I guess Christine Tampon is upset about something. We need to go back to Warren and Centerline. Let's go. Let's just go do it. Fuck them. There's only one fate befitting to a tyrant. Yeah, that's unfortunate too, Jonathan. Absolutely, MCC. Sooner than better. Yep. Hello, Eddie. Yep. Chris will bring his paw and fold it like a bitch. I'm behind. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I seen Chris was on one of the bitches at home of Dank and checked out his ignorance, and he went away mad, talking trash from behind the street wheel. Oh, poor baby. Anyway, it's bloody in here. I do want. Hey. When a call out like this happens, seek and destroy. Look, you got the Michigan auditors standing together. We ain't putting up with this shit. These people can make all the phone calls they want and sit there and try to turn. See, this is why I don't join these big old national things you guys do on Facebook. I don't get involved in that. I don't want the drama. I don't want to hear about why you're mad at somebody else inside this community. If it's not about the narrative, and if it's not about freaking speaking truth to power, fuck the fucking drama. Take that shit back to the salons where it belongs. Shit. Audit them. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you up in here for the show. I like that guy. At least that guy lays down some work. I've seen him fucking lay down some big, thick work before. Well, at least read everything that he went and got from Chicago. I think he was in Illinois somewhere. I forget where he was at, but he was freaking redressing the shit out of some of their shit, and he was FOIA requested and getting all that shit on them. And he was laying it down thick, and I appreciate him for that. I put him in a corner, Wolvie. He pointed and hit the streets. I don't give a shit what you do. You know that freaking. Shoot. These guys want to be bitches. Let them be bitches. They're the ones come. If you want to sit there and run your dick sucker with a guy with a wrench, what do you think's going to happen? I don't give a shit. Freaking told me last night, Wolvie, you don't want me to fucking delete motherfuckers. Don't you fucking give me a wrench. I'm like, fuck it. Do what you got to do, dude. Not because he has 100,000 subscribers, because his 100,000 subscribers can kiss my ass. Freaking and I have a fucking friendship and a relationship. MCC and I have a friendship and a relationship. Their subscribers has nothing to fuck to do with what we're doing. We met. He taught me some things. I taught him some things. We learned. We argued, fuss, and fight just like anybody else. Who gives a shit? It is what it is. That's what people do. That's how we learn together. Anyway. That's right. One love, for sure. Subbed, seek, and destroy. Yeah. Everybody sub each other. Make sure you guys are putting your shit in here. Because that's what we do. Even if you want to put your own link, you know, I'm not going to be all mad at you like some people out here. You put your link in my shit and you should be what, motherfucker? I'm a fucking dude. Know who you're talking to. The guy didn't talk as much as shit until he passed me up in subscribers. And I told him that he would. I'm like, dude, I told you you're going to surpass me. Who gives a shit? Whoa, Big Whippy, you got a bunch. You'll probably have 80 or 90,000 subscribers. Who gives a shit? Take them subscribers and shove them up your ass. I'm still going to be right because the truth is the truth. You're still going to be wrong because the truth is the truth. And I'll stay at my little 8,000 with my 30 people and I'll be happy. I'm not like you. I don't chase clout. Clout don't mean shit to me. All right, anyway. Suffering Pants freaking says, let's see, seek and destroy audits. Thank you. You're welcome, my brother. We call on all Michigan activists to come together and let's show the world how it's done for show, because that's what we're going to do. I've been saying that, you know. See, I had a narrative a long time ago, and I'm just going to let freaking know. This was my dream at the time. I seen how Rogue and those Florida boys was doing their thing, and I says, you know what? This is like a pyramid scheme, you know. People go in, they create their channels, and then they go support them, and then those people come, so they get 200-300 people from that, and they keep going to these people, and they get all these people that come to them, and they all think that they're all that, and they ain't no different from you. They're just a guy with a camera on, right? And I'm not trying to be derogatory when I say that, you know. I'm not trying to bring derogatory to that, any type of derogatory statement in that statement. I'm just saying you're just another guy with a camera, okay? If people like you, they subscribe to you. If they don't, they don't. But here's the whole thing. I says, you know what? We could bring some structure to this. We could teach people how to do this. As a matter of fact, Frick was showing me some shit yesterday. Then him and I was going to get certified in a certain area. And I'll leave that to him to say on his shit. But, you know, it was really interesting to get into it. And I'm kind of iffy about it because, you know, it takes a little bit of, I don't know, you got to have a certain temperament, man. And some people that, if I know you're a chomo and you're within choking distance, I'm just saying, man. Some people got the tolerance for it, some people don't. It is what it is, right? I'll leave that there. Yeah, count me in. All right, good. We should all, everybody in Michigan that is in this live stream should be wanting to come together and making a change around their communities and not putting up with tyrannical tyrants that get mad and upset at you and stay upset at you. Borg, Andrew Borg, if you're listening to this, you can make change. You can come up to me, you can put out your hands and say, I apologize. And you know what I'm apologizing for. For insurance purposes, I won't say it. But I know what I did wrong and I won't do that again. And I promise I will uphold my oath. I'll forgive you. I swear to God on everything I love, I'll forgive you. And if you start showing by example in your police department, I swear to God to strike me dead in my mother's life, my grandma's grave, and I believe in everything I'm saying, I would have no problem of showing that good behavior and continue to show it no matter where you're at. Always think that God is watching you and subject yourself to that conscious mind, whether you believe in God or your conscience. You know right and wrong. Subject yourself to that. A lot of people won't even subject themselves to what they know is right. That means they disagree with it, but they follow it anyways because they know that it's right. That's what subjection's all about. Press with Rancor. What's up, Bubba? How you been, brother? It's good to see you. Buzz, what's happening? Who that? What's going on? Indiana, what's going on? Let's see. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello. Indiana. Okay. IA and press. Hey, what's up? All right. Frank Pants. What's that Frank Pants saying? I have been canceled for watching certain channels. Don't care. I record cops. Sub my channel. Share, like, subscribe. Or not. I don't care. I'm not looking for money or recognition. There you go, Frank Pants. That right there is a very important statement. And I can appreciate that. Definitely go subscribe to him, guys. I think his heart is pure in that one. I enjoy Long Island Audits videos as much as I love SGBT or any other auditors videos. Okay, cool. And that is your opinion, and you're entitled to that. I mean, I'm not telling. Listen to me, Buzz. I'm not trying to tell you not to go subscribe to somebody that I don't like. I'm just trying to tell you when motherfuckers attack me for some dumb shit. Remember, Buzz, people contacted these people and asked them if they can pay them. Ask freaking right now if he wasn't asked. They asked, they were going to pay him to take my fucking wrench. Ask him. He's right here. Ask him. They've been doing that all over the place. Some people have. Some people haven't. I used to have a wrench everywhere I went. Everybody respected me. All of a sudden, the wrenches started disappearing. And I'm saying, wait a minute. That only shows one thing. Understand this. Me being a channel owner, me being in the community, and being a constitutional journalist, what you guys would call an auditor, okay? And the auditors, Bows, this is what we know. If you take somebody's wrench that has respect, it shows disrespect. That is a way you disrespect people. And that shows that this channel is disrespecting them. And that I don't have tolerance for, because all you did was show that you fed into a cancel culture. That means, listen to this, MCC. Listen to this, freaking. That is where we know somebody is politically using the political bias that they say that they don't have. They are in politics somehow, some way, because they're using those attributes that people use in cancel culture, which usually is a liberal left-wing extremist, let alone a right-wing narcissist. See, we know the people the right-wing narcissists are. They're these guys that are called narcissistic oppressors that usually have badges and guns and bootlickers that stand behind them. We know who they are, right? Now I'm going to identify to you who the left extremists are right here in our chats. Is the people that are willing to cancel the guys that are out there putting their ass on the line. Do not unsubscribe Brooklyn if you like Wolby. I am not telling you to do that. Do you understand that? That is the difference between him and I. I don't like him. I will not show myself in his shit. But if he got hurt and if he was on the side of the fucking road and he needed help, that's the difference between me and him. I'm going to help him because I got to stand in front of my God one day. And my God's going to say, he wasn't willing to forgive him. So you let him stank in. He got hit by a car 2 hours later, and you could have stopped that from happening. Why'd you do it, Adam? Because he ran his DS on you. What? He ran his mouth and it pissed you off? They're all words. Big sticks and fucking stones, ladies and gentlemen. Grow the fuck up. Anyway, Frank Vance, what up? Check in, Mike says. Good guy audits. What's going on? Waving a hand, brother. Don't let somebody that's next to you say, just because they bring you in. Good guy audits, I'll give you a perfect example. And if you want to hear the conversation to it, I can back it up because I got the receipt. He said, good guy audits expects me to go to him. Who the fuck does he think he is? Quote, unquote, good guy audits. That shit needs to be checked into bud. You know who you are? You were a guy that was reaching out a hand saying, hey, you want to come and record with me? You can. But his response to you, good guy audits, to me was, fuck that guy. Who does he think he is? Because he's a clout chaser and he was wanting people to be on his dick instead of him being on your dick because that's the way he thinks. That is what I don't like about him. And I'm saying it to the world. I don't give a fuck who likes it. And I'm not trying to get on your nuts by telling you the truth. I'm just telling you whether you like me or not, watch your fucking back because people like that will do exactly what he did to me. Remember, just 3 weeks ago, he was sucking my dick to the mount. And now he's saying, ew, putting up a cross, putting an exorcist up because somebody paid his ass. And freaking good guy, ask freaking right here, right now. He's seen it all. He watched the cancel culture happen. I'm telling you, I have the conversation. If you want to hear it, I'll let you hear it. I won't let everybody else hear it because I'm not trying to hate on Brooklyn. Brooklyn needs to be taught a lesson. He needs to stop hating people that support him. I don't hate him. I despise everything he said. I don't like him bringing me into your shit. So I don't even know you, good guy audits. And he's already talking about fuck that guy because he doesn't want to make the trip. Oh, who the fuck does he think he is to make me waste my gas money to go to him? Why can't he come to me? Swear to God to strike me dead, I'll pull that conversation up anytime you want. But if you don't care, I don't give a fuck either. Just watch your back. Anyway, who that? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, those truth. Hey, the truth will set you fucking free. And Wolfie will tell you. How you like me now? How you like me now? You want to hate on me? Don't unsubscribe him. Don't kiss his ass to the red mount as far as I'm concerned. He's going to need it. Because as long as Brooklyn continues to take the fight to the NYPD, it doesn't matter why I don't like him. I will learn to love him again. Take the fight to him, good guy audits. Don't you dare stop. Come together, and you guys need each other. You guys got to support one another. If you're not Sean's out there trying to take it all up for himself. He didn't call you. He didn't call none of y'all. Brooklyn just happened to show up in the beginning, and now he bounced. Whatever. Who gives a shit? I don't even care. The point is, Sean's a rat, and he's a documented rat. What up, what up, what up? All right, now, soon as I finally get my surgery, I'm going out and try to get out. Maybe I'll run into Billy Butt Crack. Yeah, he's fun. Now, that guy is fun to be around. That guy, BCNN, fucking Flex Your Freedoms. Flex is awesome, man. Every time he sees me, he calls me a demon because he knows what's up. That's right. No, I don't. No, I don't. Nope. Good guy. That's all right. Let's see. So Frank, don't think he hates. He just doesn't agree with everything he says and does. There you go. Look, man. people will turn it into whatever they want to, especially when they're being paid. And understand, if I ever get that recording, I will come down to Manhattan and put you in front of a fucking judge and sue you for defamation of character. Because I'm not fucking sitting here telling lies, and I'm not trying to fucking destroy your channel. I'm not trying to take away from who you are and what you're doing. What I'm trying to do is correct your shit so you can go out there and make us all look good. Not like this guy, this clown right here. What he did to Connecticut and to the sheriff of Connecticut, he fucked us all in that state. Bad, Sean. But everything else, I mean, he does good audits, but sorry. It's kind of like Amaggressive Press. Amaggressive Press told fucker, here, let's just have this shit out right now. Shit that you guys don't know about. Amaggressive Press had the audacity to say, share my videos. You know how, look, let me show you something. Let's go back to what Frank Pants said here a minute ago. All right, see this right here? I've been canceled watching certain channels. I don't care. The record cops, sub my channel, share, like, and subscribe. That right there is exactly what old boy said. Share, like, and subscribe, all right? That's what he said. So, that dude from Arizona named Direct D, better known as Chris, amongst the auditors, we all know each other, he shares that fucking video. Amaggressive Press fucking struck his ass and left that strike. So it cost him 2 weeks from not being able to post. He had to re-up and re-monetize for stealing somebody else's content because asshole wouldn't come off it. Now you're telling me that guy's a good guy? You're telling me he's one of us? Bullshit. Don't trust these bitches, guys. When they get so big, they don't give a fuck about us no more. They become the narcissistic, bootlicking motherfuckers on the right. They ain't no different. That's why I'm trying to say, be careful what you say about politics because that just might fit you. Now, I have conservative values because I have a moral high ground somewhere. And I will submit to that. Does that make me a fucking Republican? Hell no. If anything, that keeps me away from the Republican Party because they can never come to par with the expectation that I have in my Bible. Ever. Because they are the original Pharisees. They are the ones that crucified Jesus. The hell with them, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on. Already ran the plate in this car. We could go straight to him. Oh boy. Shit starting there. Getting rid of Facebook ASAP. If you already haven't, that's why I don't fuck with it. You see all this shit that stirs in this community is because of fuckbook. And of course, the Discords and all the other shit. And there's too many people coming together watching too much shit it turns into a fuck fest. And everybody's looking for an scapegoat because, hey, why it's easier just to talk about somebody else's problems than to be a better person and talk about yourself and make yourself a better person. You got guys from Michigan that are only, excuse me, you got guys from Michigan that, excuse me, I'm saying this all wrong. You guys from Michigan are the only thing I support from the state up north. Support from the Buckeye. Gotcha, baby. Gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Yeah, nobody has to support me. I'm nobody. My significance don't mean shit. But if you did, you know what? It will go into future cases. Just like I asked some people to support when I had a case. And I got the noli prosse on it because I knew I didn't do no wrong. It's kind of like what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to get me for some type of stupid disorderly conduct. The problem with that is, how did it start? Am I allowed to redress my government? Am I allowed to record? Am I in a press capacity? Time, place, and manner. Smith versus Cummings. Turner versus Driver. Houston v. Hill. All these things together will automatically say that the little recording that asshole had me on their thing will sit there and say, well, you know, he was in the middle of redress. He was in the middle of protest. You have a decimal meter? You should have arrested me right there. Nice try, though. Anyway. No, I don't. I promise you I don't. Hey, good guy audits, you got my number. I believe you reached out to me and we exchanged information one time or another. You can call me anytime you want. If you're not, show me or give me your number and I'll send you a copy of that so you'll know, you know, the people. Know your circle. I mean, everybody knows this as a man anyway. You know, you keep your circle. You got to trust the people in your circle. Let me tell you something. There are things that I have that I'll never share no matter how much I hate you. I would rather burn what I have than put that out because my word is gold. But when you are attacking me and you keep attacking me, don't think for 1 minute that I won't use it because I will. You attack me, that's an entirely different situation. So you fucking accuse me of coming into your chat, starting shit with your fucking people, fucking trolling your channel, and I told somebody else about another channel that I did it to, and freaking was already aware of it. He said he forgot, but I made him aware of it because I know I did. And it was funny. It was supposed to be ha 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 because I got screenshots of people laughing their asses off on it. Exactly what I did. I was trying to be comical. Nothing to hurt nobody, not to disrespect nobody. And I sure as hell will never, ever put a knife in your back. That's my heart, bro. Don't look at street attitude. You know what? Sometimes you got to put street attitude aside and look at me like family. Embrace me. A good guy on it, I want you to embrace me like you would one of your family members. Act like I'm one of your family members talking to you right now. I have no ill will, no ill intent. I have no reason to hurt you. And I sure as hell have every reason to embrace you because you and I have the same belief system. We want to put these tyrants on blast. I want you inside that lobby recording them bitches because they're hiding something in there. I'm telling you, they're up to something and it ain't no good. When it's all said and done, we're going to need snitches like this right here. We're going to need them. We got to work together. He just won't be working with me. I won't work directly with a snitch nor a chomo. To me, they got the, isn't it weird how a snitch and a chomo have a lot in common? A lot of similarities because a chomo will go to the podium and say, help! He's hurting me because I rape little babies, the chomo said. So he'll snitch you out. See how that runs hand in hand? Instead of going and getting this thing and do what everybody else does that has a babe, take it straight to him. Fuck it. What do you got to lose? Brothers of destruction. We don't have to be that way. It does not have to be like that. Hey, good guy on it. If you don't know me, man, I did a 5-year bit. 3 of the 5 years I did a level 4. All right? I just look like this, man. I'm just being real, man. Eddie, I'm just being real, man. It is what it is. We all love our New York. We love them all. Remember, man, every time you put your ass on the line, that needs to be shown. because all you're trying to do is get up in a lobby and record the public information on the wall, record the public shit that they have. They have seats you can sit down in. They got air inside them. They got public facilities inside there. They have servants that are standing at a window that you can ask for specific things like FOIA requesting, whatever they have. Whatever they have in there, you can FOIA request. Hell, you can see their general orders. You can walk up into any freaking facility and just show me your general orders right now. That means everybody that's on roster right now, everybody that's on duty, and everybody that's in the jail cell. They have to have that. That is public transparency right there. They're supposed to show you that. Most people don't even know that. Yeah. Hang around Wolvie a little bit. I'll teach you some things. He won't, he is a cook. All these trolls from these groups are chomos. Yep. What's this live about? This live is about, in my opinion, if you good guy audits, if you're actually looking at the fucking title, it says Long Island Cheese Eater because he's a rat. Maybe you haven't been around long enough to know that he fucking wrote a statement against the 1A community and neutered us from doing what we can do because he didn't commit a crime. He gave up and just surrendered like a rat would. Like a cheese-eating rat would, and he wrote a statement against what we do and said that he was doing something wrong. I don't know what else to tell you. What, do I need to bring up a fucking panel that Joe Cool, AFA, who else was that? Pigs Under Pressure, I think it was either a class with Bow was in there, made a couple statements. Amy, Amanda, who's that other girl? Acra Amanda and James Madison Audits came up in there, and they were basically giving their opinion of what happened, but they really didn't call it out. Me and Joe Cool was the closest to say he neutered the 1A community. That's what I said, and he agreed with it. I got that clip. It's about a 45-minute clip. That happened about 2.5 years ago, by the way. Somewhere around there. 2020, 2021, somewhere around there. Full of corruption. What's up, man? Dutchman, what's going on? Never a right time to do wrong thing, and never a wrong time to do what's right. Amen. If you guys really want to know the truth, Wolvie will always concede to the reasonable expectation of what the truth is. I'll always do it, even when I'm an asshole. Yeah, I was being an asshole. It is what it is. Did I say it right? And my message was right, but I said it all wrong because I'm sick of you fucking trollish ass motherfucking cancel culting left-wing pieces of shit perpetrating a fraud, saying that you're not into politics, but you are because you infiltrated the 1A and you made us all out to be liars. That is what really happened. Exactly. I have tested that theory over and time again, and I've taken the StreamYards. That's why I pay for the top price. I pay a lot of money for what I got, and I got clips after clips after clips going into other people's, playing the part. Hey, I'm an auditor. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Yeah. And all of a sudden I hear this. Well, I have a somewhat conservative base, but, fuck them motherfucking red wearing motherfuckers, because, us blue wearing motherfuckers are, so they show their hand. And I had nothing to do with fucking Republicans. I can't stand Republicans. I hate Republicans. Me and my homies orchestrated a fucking thing against in the White House or down here in Washington, D.C. And of course, I couldn't make it. And if I would have had my channel, I would have streamed what they did. But my homies were in wheelchairs and they kicked them all out of the fucking, they got the sergeant of arms kicking them out because they stole from Americans ADA, some type of Americans with Disabilities Act. They were stealing from it. They were chopping it off at the head. And I'm like, what do you guys, trust me, I don't like Republicans in the Senate. They're a bunch of lying thieves and they took our money and they stole it. Truck Monkey, what's up? Y'all share each other, like each other shit up in here. Share each other. So I'm going to kind of like, I stopped saying civilians and started saying individuals. I'm going to start saying the same thing with the 1A. The individual 1A. Not the A1 community. Fuck that. They're not a community. They're a lot of them are a bunch of fucking clout chasing lying sons of bitches is what they are. So I agree with the 1A. Fully 100%. Fully 1,000%. I'll start my own clique if I have to. And it's not in the middle either. It's just the real narrative. I'm being for the real narrative. I want people to be free to say whatever they want to say out in public. Remember, when you are on YouTube, you do not have the freedom. As soon as you sign the contract with YouTube, you signed a private contract with a private company that has access to the public. So you don't have free speech on here to begin with. And nor do I have to give you that free speech. Nor do you have a right to have that free speech. But we practice that here. We do practice free speech. Everyone should be aware of the third party being law enforcement and cop suckers, benefits of activists, staff between each other. It's a tired and true tragic divide and conquer. Yes. So stop it. Just stop it, Brooklyn. Just stop it, Ninja. Just stop it, you all. Hey, Sean, come and be a real motherfucker and start being with us down here at the bottom. Because that's who you really are. You ain't no different. What, because you nice and shaved? You got a nice hat on, a nice coat, you got a good physique? What, does that make you a better person than me? Wrong answer. I'm going to get off here. I've said enough, and I think the narrative is set for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ass in the shower, and because I got a life. I got a family. I got people that love me. I got people that support me. I got a true life outside here. I choose to take this time and try to win the hearts and minds of people. If you don't like it, tough. If you love it, hey, you know where I'm at. If you want to email me, you're more than welcome. There's my email right here. Boom. See it? WolverineTransparency@gmail.com. You're more than welcome. No, this is my God. God is good. His name is Jesus. Everybody should love Wolvie, for sure. Now, we are tired of the shit side of things, and we're going to move forward. Have a great day. God bless. Wolverine's back quiet reading the mail for show.